Insecurity emulates Boris Johnson, Nigerians too, Buhari. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Following the worsening security crisis in the country, some stakeholders have insisted that President Muhammadu Buhari should immediately resign as Nigerian leader. In case you do not know, Boris Johnson is actually the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And I'm guessing he resigned based on some internal issues that he has tried to solve. And it is no agree. So the man just, humbly and respectfully resigned. The news in details. Daily Post report that terrorists and bloodthirsty bandits have been on rampage across the country, causing irreparable havoc. The insecurity ravaging the nation on Tuesday, June 5th, took a frightening dimension with separate attacks on different government establishments and officials, including those working with President Muhammadu Buhari. President Buhari's convoy was attacked by suspected bandits in Katsina State on Tuesday. According to reports, at least 2 officials were seriously injured in the attack. Recall also that the country's Medium Correctional Custodial Center was attacked on Tuesday night when suspected members of the Boko Haram and Islamic State West African province ISWAP invaded the facility and freed at least 800 inmates. Same day, about 2 police officers were killed in Katsina State, where the presidential convoy was attacked. Another senior police officer and assistant commissioner of police was also murdered in a separate attack. The development triggered Nigerians, particularly social media users, to call for immediate suspension of all preliminary campaigns and other activities regarding the forthcoming general elections. They expressed pessimism that the election would not hold, citing the level of criminal activities going on across the nation. But speaking with Daily Post, the national coordinator of the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa Emmanuel Omobiko, said the election must hold if the president fails to resign. According to him, Buhari does not need to be told to resign when he is so incompetent. The right thing he should do is to resign because he has nothing to offer, and he has never had solutions to problems right from the beginning of his administration. Nobody should bring up the issue that there should not be elections because there is violence. There were killings and terrorist attacks when INEC conducted an election that brought in this administration. That will only give the president the opportunity to extend his tenure. Whether there is war or not, there must be election. Buhari must go. Similarly, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who spoke to a correspondent from Benue State on a condition of anonymity, asked the president to accept the call for his resignation and quit like United Kingdom Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He said, African leaders will always want to die in power. Nigerians have been calling for the resignation of President Buhari, yet he remains in Aso Rock, doing nothing. Is that one a leader? Look at what happened in the United Kingdom. Boris Johnson has resigned because he was asked to. What is wrong with Buhari? Why does he want to die in power when he has nothing to offer? Daily Post records that Boris Johnson resigned his office on Thursday, ending an unprecedented political crisis over his future that's paralyzed Britain's government. Johnson had revoked called by his cabinet to step down in the wake of ethics scandals. He gave in after more than 40 ministers quit his government and told him to go. Also speaking with Daily Post, President General of the Coalition of Southern and Middle Belt Youth Leaders Assembly, COSMBYLA, Goodluck Ibem, said the president must be shown the exit door. He said there is no room for failure and any failure must be shown the exit door. The time is now. Nigerians should not be calling for the suspension of campaign activities. Rather, they should be calling for the immediate resignation of President Muhammadu Buhari over his inability as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to provide security for Nigerians, which is the first responsibility of any government to her citizens. The call to suspend campaign because of the insecurity is purely a third-term request for President Muhammadu Buhari. So those calling for the suspension of the campaigns want to extend the tenure of the president after 2023, but the evil plot is dead on arrival. I don't really know what exactly made Boris Johnson, but according to what we read here, I have read the news, but I've not fully, understood the news. I've not read it in detail. But I've heard that Boris Johnson actually resigned. I didn't know the reason. I didn't know if it was insecurity. But I knew there was a crisis. That was why he resigned. Now, I've said it time before now, that if Buhari was someone who is actually after the betterment of Nigeria, and up to this point, he has not seen anything get better, believe you me, any sensible person would have resigned. Yes, he would have resigned to even show his remorse that he promised and he could not meet up. He would have resigned to show that, at the end of the day, waiting I took no be say he be, at least something to go by. But alas, no. Will a blood-sucking terrorist kingpin never consider resigning from his assumed birthright? Even in the face of failure, the man will never resign, and the National Assembly are clapping for him. Sai Buhari. The Nigeria is not the UK for now. So, is what have been happening in the legal combats in Nigeria and the UK. Politicians that came out clean, even when taken to the Supreme Court in Nigeria, got jail sentences in the UK, along with many forfeitures galore everywhere. Nigeria is just a scam. My dear brother. Exactly. In Africa, leaders are not ashamed, don't have integrity. The peaceful used leadership position becomes the best right. Immediately they assume positions of authority. Johnson yesterday demonstrated the power of the British people and resigned since the people demand for him to resign. A feat no African leader will ever agree to accept if done forcefully at all. They would rather die there. Let us not forget what led to Boris Johnson's resignation. About 59 ministers and officials resigned from his government before he was asked to resign, also which he did. Have you seen any minister that ever resigned in Nigeria no matter what? Even if Nigeria is breaking into pieces, Buhari will never resign. Asking him to resign, as it's obvious he ought to due to glaring circumstances of incompetence, is a waste of time, my dear. So you're saying the thing is they should start from the minute. Yes, now we don't have people, not just Buhari himself, but there are people who are in this government that certainly do not want Nigeria to prosper. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.